Welcome back to another LEGO Room update. In this video, I'm going to be improving the sorting of my spare parts inventory, which is everything you see here on top of these tables, as well as underneath. So let's get going. Though my pieces are already organized the way they are, they're not as accessible as I need them to be. In my last LEGO Room doing custom work for even something small, I had to scatter a whole bunch of bins across the floor to get all the pieces I needed. So in this LEGO Room, I'm working towards maximum efficiency. So I am going to start straying away from these organizing bins and start utilizing these drawer units. So if I'm going to stray away from these, why in the world did I buy more? I'll tell you in just a moment. This is the Alex drawer unit from IKEA. They come in various sizes and you can get wheels for them. These are bins designed for these drawers. They also come from IKEA. They come in 3 different sizes and are very affordable. I bought just enough to get free shipping. Here's an example of how the bins can fit into one of these drawers. Here's another example. And another one. However, there are some arrangements that just do not work. I can't fit this bin in here. Or how about here? I could turn this around and still can't utilize that space. So there's a lot of wasted space with this. And look at this. They move around. Especially this one. Look at all of that wasted space that could have been used right in the front here. That is why I came up with this. I will still find use for these IKEA bins for large quantities, larger pieces such as bricks and plates, and other large oddities. However, I think working with smaller bins makes more sense because most of the LEGO pieces are small that you use from day to day. And take a look at this system. Look how compact that is. They're not moving out of place, and there is pretty much maximum efficiency here. Now I do have 4 of the larger bins from IKEA in the back to hold everything into place, because the back of the drawer, this is the farthest I could pull it out, is not totally accessible, right? Well, you can reach back there, but you can't really see what's going on back there until you pull the bin out. The bins still are accessible where you could pull them out. But there's also a lot more configurations that can be done with these small bins. Like the IKEA bins, these smaller bins come in 3 different sizes, though they're not neatly stackable like the IKEA ones, but I don't think that's a deal breaker. By the way, this largest one of the small sizes is close to the same volume as the smallest one from IKEA, maybe a little bit more. Now, what do you do with the storage case? Once you're done taking out all of the bins, you're left with this empty storage case. Well, that could be used for parts overflow or miscellaneous unsorted stuff and can fit neatly into a drawer. However, if your storage case is left empty or you don't want to use up so much of your precious drawer space, you can easily put these in a closet or just put them to the side of your drawer unit or underneath if it has wheels. If you have these placed under an IKEA table like I do, there's enough space to slide some base plates on top of the unit. However, let's get back to these bins. There's 20 bins that we're working with out of one of these storage cases. You can buy these in different sizes, but this particular one was $10 US from my local tool store. It has 20 bins. That's 8 of the large ones, 4 mediums, and 8 small. And here's how they can be arranged into the drawer. So with the help of the 4 large ones from IKEA, it pretty much fills up one drawer. Then you just add some extra bins from another storage case to completely fill it up. It's actually very satisfying when you're shaking the drawer to put the bins in alignment. Perfect. Here's some other possibilities of what you can do with these bins, how you can sort them. You can potentially, if you have enough storage cases that you bought, you can have one drawer unit with all of the small bins. Here's another possibility. Now there is one rule to this, of how you arrange these bins to make them work, though there are many possibilities. You always keep the big ones with the longest direction going this way, same with the small ones. The medium ones you have going this way, and that's how you maximize your space most efficiently. You can also use these drawers for minifigure accessories. However, the way I have them organized right now, I'm fine with, so I'll save that for another time. I can't quite tell you how satisfying it is working with these bins. They're just so easy to grab. And just putting them in the drawers is satisfying enough. Wait until we organize our Lego collection. First thing I'm going to do is categorize my pieces. Here I've got tiles, including the smallest ones, the 1x1 round tiles, I call them dots. Plates, including the 1x1 round studs. I've got slopes over here, vehicle stuff and boat stuff over here. Dishes, I'm not sure where I'm going to put those yet. Maybe in the kitchen. I've got bricks here. Plates are, well, there's some plates in here. It's my 2x and 1x. I've got botanical here, kind of its own thing. But maybe I'll kind of group that together in the same drawer units as my road plate stuff, which also includes flags and signs. I also have Technic pieces, doors, windows, panels, glass, things that are used for building a house or other building structure. Over here are some specialty bricks and plates, such as brackets, snot bricks, and such, masonry bricks. And then I've got some miscellaneous stuff over here, as well as some project stuff scattered in there, and some pick-a-brick wall stuff that's just all one single type of piece that I'll find a place for. Jokes aside, I think I'll put dishes with flags and signs because I think that makes sense. Since the dish-shaped pieces, they also include umbrellas and are often used in tandem with antennas and posts. Well, anyway, I'm first going to start sorting more common pieces such as plates, tiles, and bricks. So here's my plan. I've got 6 of these drawer units with the ability to get more and put them under some of my other tables. However, in unit number 1, that's where I'm going to be placing plates. Unit number 2 will be specialty plates and bricks, as well as tiles. Come to think of it, I probably could put these connecting plates in with the specialty plates. Probably move that over there. Unit number 3 will all be bricks. Unit 4 will be doors, windows, panels, etc., as well as slopes. Unit number 5 will house my vehicle stuff, boats, road plates, botanical, and hopefully I can fit Technic in there as well. Unit number 6 will be whatever's left over. There's going to be some miscellaneous stuff, some sorted, some not sorted, as well as pick-a-brick hauls and project work. It makes sense for me to put the larger plates in the bottom drawers of the unit, and then as we go up are smaller pieces and pieces we use more frequently. Actually, this unit, the bottom 3 drawers are a little bit taller than the top 3. However, I'm still figuring out how to utilize that extra height. Storehouse actually makes bins that are twice the height as their normal ones. Here's the normal ones with 2 stacked on top of one another. You can see the height there. Well, these just barely hit the top. It doesn't close, and therefore it doesn't work. And definitely it wouldn't work in these more shallow drawer units. So for now, I won't be able to utilize these bins in this drawer unit. As an alternative to the 20 bin case, there's also a 15 bin storage case that's produced by Storehouse, and this one is $6, whereas the 20 bin case was $10. And they don't have any, of the larger bins in here, but they do have more smaller ones. They've got 12 of the small bins and 3 of the mediums, and this is a good deal. And I'm finding that I need a lot of these since I'm sorting by both shape and color. And by the way, these can all be purchased from Harbor Freight Tools, all of the Storehouse storage cases. I did a lot of work off camera. Let me take you for a tour through drawer unit 1. I still have the large base plates there sitting on top because they use up way too much drawer space. The first drawer here has wedge plates. Pretty much anything that's not rectangular in our plates, with the exception of the transparent 1x2s and 1x1s up here. I've got left and rights of the respective sizes of wedge plates here as well, and they're getting smaller. And then just an arrangement, an assortment of different wedge plates and circular plates. The bins in the back I used for larger plates as well as some overflow. Onto drawer 2. I've got some large plates, and again I've got them arranged by size. As you look from left to right, they're getting bigger. In the backs, I've got less commonly used pieces, such as the plates with reduced studs, as well as some overflow. And then some spare room for overflow in the future. I'll always like to have some spare space so I don't have to run into problems later on. Now this may be the only time you see me use the medium and small bins from IKEA. These are my largest plates. I've got 16 by 16 plates back here. And then they don't make them anymore, but these were the 16 by 16 base plates over there. Over here, found it handy to put 32 by 32 base plates there, and there's enough space for a 16 by 32 base plate here, a whole stack of them, but I don't have any extra at the moment. I know I said in an earlier clip that I would use these top 3 drawers for more pieces that I use more frequently on a day-to-day basis, but actually I found it useful to use the 3 larger drawers on the bottom. They have more depth to them, so that it's easier to access these large bins in the back. So here's what I've come up with for my plates. I've got them arranged by color and shape for the most part. There's exceptions throughout, but for the most part I've got all black right here, 1x1 plates that are larger than 1x2s, the 1x2s here, 1x2 rounded plates, 1x1s, 2x2s, 2x2 corners, 2x2s with only 2 studs. Back here, 2x2 rounds. And then these are going to vary by color and whatever I have. Some are left blank. And then some will be used for overflow. You'll see that in my other drawers. But the organization of the bins is, I try to keep it common and consistent with each color. Blacks, dark grays, light grays, I use a lot. Greens, not so much. They got shortchanged a little bit here on the end with less bins. And I mixed them all together, all the greens. In the IKEA bins in the back of the drawer, I've got anything larger than a 2x2 plate, as well as some overflow. In the drawer below this, that's where I store my whites, reddish brown, tan, all of the dark colors, dark red, dark tan, dark brown, mixed in together. Here's my white. I've got all but one bin utilized there, putting some of the new shaped elements in those bins in the back. Then down below that are my blues, reds, yellows, purples and pinks got shortchanged because I don't use them very often at all. And then again in the back are my 2x plates rather. Moving on to drawer unit 2, this is where I store all of my tiles and specialty plates. I didn't fit my specialty bricks in here, but I'll have a good place for them later on. Now you're going to see some consistency between my tiles and my plates. The fourth drawer down, I've got black, dark gray, light gray, and green. Same with this. So I thought that would help me stay organized in my head and find the right color more easily if I'm consistent from one unit to the other. So in the bottom 3 drawers, I'll show you those first. I've got black, 1x1s, 1x2s, 1x3, 1x4, 1x6, 1x8, 2x2 corner tiles there, 2x2, 2x3, 2x4, a space for 2x6s. I kept that open so I know that I don't have any 2x6s in black. And in the back are an assortment of jumper tiles, jumper plates. And the same goes for dark gray, light gray, and green is a little bit mixed. Well, it's mixed and it's a little bit more compact. Then I've got some overflow space there in the bins back behind. Next drawer down, you're going to see some consistency here. My plates, I had white, reddish brown, light tan, and then all of the other tans. Same here. Yeah, so I think this works out really well. I like the look. It looks very clean. I can see what I have versus what I don't have. If I need, okay, I only have one 1x3 light tan, so maybe I'll order a few more. I'm missing what should be in here. What should be 2x3 tiles in light tan. Probably don't use them that often, but I know I'm missing them. Well, anyway, you get the point. It's easier to see what you have and versus what you don't have when you're sorting by color and shape. I was able to fit the Pick-a-Brick boxes back here. This one's empty, but got a lot of 1x4 white tiles here from the Pick-a-Brick wall. I always like getting tiles from the Pick-a-Brick wall because you can stack or pack a bunch into those boxes. Next drawer down, again, pretty consistent with this one. Plates, I had blues, reds, yellow, oranges, and then pinks and purples. That's pretty much what I have here with overflow pieces in the back. And then I also have some transparent tiles over here that I found some space for. That covers the bottom 3 drawers of drawer unit 2. Moving on to the top, this is where I store all of my 1x1 round tiles, as well as studs, including the hollow studs. So I think the drawer space in this top drawer is utilized pretty well here. I've got most colors separated, some overflow in the back. Yeah, super happy with that. Next drawer down is where I have specialty tiles. Anything not rectangular, with some exceptions. So I've got inverted tiles here, corner tiles, 1x1, 2x2, 3x3, 4x4. Yeah, the quarter circle tiles. This is also where I store 2x2 round tiles, printed tiles, Nexonite shields, grill elements, these things, and specialty colors and different printed tiles. Next drawer down, I've got specialty plates, which are all of the connecting plates, as well as some miscellaneous plates like the teeth elements, and these ones that you use for ice hanging off of a building and such. So I think that's pretty well organized. And that completes drawer unit 2. Oh yeah, I forgot about these guys. We'll just put those gold shields into one of these overflow bins. There we go. Moving on to unit 3. This is where I store all of my bricks. We'll start in the bottom drawer. We've got blue and yellow here. In the middle, I've got the smaller bricks, the 1x1s, 1x1 by 2/3. I would put the yellow 1x1 by 2/3 bricks here, but I didn't have any, so I filled up that bin with 2x2 corners. Got 1x2 bricks, 1x bricks that are larger than 1x2, 2x2s, and then whatever's left over in these containers in the back. Now these work nicely because you can fit 2 of them in the back of your drawer. You can't fit them with the lid, though they do come with a lid. These are 6.5 quart stackable bins from Target. They do come with a lid, but again, you can't fit it in the drawer if you put the lid on. You don't want the lid on because you want to be able to reach back and grab those bricks. Well, they fit into the bottom 3 drawers of this Alex unit, not the top 3, because they have more shallow depth. Well, anyway, moving on up. Here I've got white and light tans, and the same organizing structure going on here, pretty much, for the most part. Up above it, black and grays. So I mixed and matched with my light and dark grays to save space. The top 3 drawers will be more of a mix. You'll see what I mean. I've got all of my greens here, smaller bricks up front for the most part, and then working towards the back, I've got larger bricks in the overflow bins. Oranges and red. Above that, I've got my browns, tans, and purples and pinks. Here are my blues. Pretty much this whole drawer is blue, with the exception of some transparent pieces over here. 3 units down, 3 to go. In unit number 4, I'm going to be putting my specialty bricks, which include cylinders. Technic will also get a couple drawers of space in this unit. Here's more specialty bricks, masonry bricks, also my snot bricks, as well as the brackets. The top 2 drawers of Unit 4 have all of my Technic bricks. I've got the pins, cross axles, and such on the top. A lot of small bins used it there. Some larger stuff in this one, including bricks. 3rd drawer down, I've got brackets and quite a bit of room to spare for future expansion. For 4th drawer down, snots. 5th drawer down, an assortment of specialty bricks, including the masonry bricks. And the 6th drawer down are cylinders. Do you remember the 4th drawer down for plates? Had black, dark gray, light gray, and greens. Same with tiles. The bricks, well, I had space constraints, so I wasn't able to fit the greens, but I've got the blacks and dark grays and light grays. Similarly, with slopes, fourth drawer down, I've got those same colors. It's a similar story with the fifth drawer down, being white, reddish brown, tans, dark reds and such. Well, the same goes for the slopes. And you can see where I'm going with the consistency here. Sixth drawer down, reds, blues, oranges, pinks, purples. Haha. Bricks are not quite as consistent. I had to use every drawer to get all of the bricks inside. I'm okay with that. Anyway, back to Unit 5. I've got most of my smaller elements on the left and gradually increasing in size going to the right. Some of my less commonly used colors are placed in a bin in the back or used for overflow. And there's consistency between the different drawers with the smaller pieces on the left, increasing in size. My blacks, grays, and greens. Yeah, I think this is going to work for me. Third drawer down, I've got transparent elements, different shapes like wedged slopes, I guess, and the quarter round slopes. Second drawer down, I've got bricks with bows, including some inverted ones. In the top drawer, I've got inverted slopes and arches. Well, that leaves only one unit left. And at the beginning of the video, I was talking about putting windows and slopes into Unit 4. The slopes got pushed back to Unit 5. The windows and doors got pushed back to Unit 6. And that pushed vehicles and boats out of the drawer units altogether. So rather than cram things into these units and have to rearrange things when my collection grows, I decided to space things out a bit and allow for expansion. It'll be a lot easier that way, I think, in the long run. So I will get a 7th unit for vehicles, boats, and road stuff, and an 8th unit for minifigure stuff. But that'll be in a different video. For now, here's what I have in Unit 6. The top 2 drawers are home to my botanical elements. You see, I left a lot of space to spare, but these are mainly leaves in here and some vines. Next drawer down are my flowers, smaller leaf elements, flower stems, trees, rock pieces as well. Third drawer down are structural elements, kind of industrial stuff. I didn't really separate them into small bins at this point because, well, they're large pieces. Fourth drawer down, we've got windows and doors. And I'm particularly proud of how I arranged the doors themselves standing up in these small bins, as well as the door frames. I think that utilizes less space when you do it that way. Fifth drawer down are my panels. Just found those on the pick-a-brick wall. Yeah, I think everything's sorted out pretty well there. The sixth drawer down is for storage items such as cabinets, crates, trash cans, chests, barrels. Also has ladders and stairs and fences. Here's the leftover storage cases, by the way. These are all empty. More on this side. So I figured I can use these for project work and not utilize my drawer space, and for miscellaneous pieces as well. So I will try to find use for these. Maybe not all of these cases will be used, but I'll try to use most of them. Let's do a quick price comparison. This is $50 worth of IKEA bins. There's over 100 and it was just enough to get me free shipping. This is exactly 100 bins from 5 Storehouse storage cases and also cost me $50 at Harbor Freight. Ultimately, I suggest the smaller bins from Harbor Freight in combination with the larger IKEA bins. I hope you found this video useful. In summary, organize your parts collection how it works best for you. It makes custom building much more enjoyable and finding parts much more easy. Having a clean and organized room helps clear my mind for creativity and custom building. Well, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching.